American songwriter and the singer Aaron Carter reportedly died without writing a will. This means that the California state will be in charge of distributing his estate. The California state will be in charge of who will have access to his assets. And the 34 years old was advised by his attorney to write a will immediately after the birth of his son, Prince, who is now 11 months old. And recently, his son is in custody of the maternal grandma, that is fiancé to Aaron Carter. The son, 11 months old Prince, is with the grandma, and this happened when the LA County Department of Family and Children's Services came into the family, was involved in the family due to domestic issues they are having, the mom and dad they are having. They decided to be in charge and take away the child from them. So the child is currently staying with the maternal grandma, but Carter and the girlfriend used to do visiting. His son, Prince, had been staying with his maternal grandma since September, and this happened because of the domestic dispute that has been arising between Carter and the girlfriend, which made the LA Department for Children and Family Services to be involved and take the child away from them, and it makes them to be visiting. And the parents of the child has only been visiting the child in the maternal grandma's home. And again, the house of Carter in Lancaster recently was up for sale at $800,000. The house was up for sale in the market a week before his death, but after he died, the house was removed from the market. It's no longer sellable. And in California law, where a parent died without writing a will, where a single parent died without writing a will, the estate, the asset of the single parent will go to the child. Aaron Carter, who filed for child custody earlier this year but was found dead in his bedroom inside his bathtub by a housekeeper on November 5th. What an unfortunate death. But when I read this news, the first thing that struck my head is, the fact that in California, that when you die intestate, when you die without writing a will, that your asset automatically goes to your child. When I first read the news, like I told you, the first thing that struck my head is that if the state of California is in charge of the distribution of the asset of Carter because he did not write a will, then it's the same thing here, because here in Nigeria, the administration of estate law of different states is always in charge of dividing, sharing the estate of a deceased that died without writing a will. So you see, in California, is the state law that applies when someone dies without writing a will. And same here in Nigeria, administration of estate laws of different states is in charge of sharing your property when you die without writing a will. So this video is for Nigerians in diaspora and Nigeria here, because I know that most Nigerians don't know about this law, and it struck my head to balance these laws, comparing it or reacting to the law of the California on administration of estate, and also how it applies to us here, or how our own is being done down here. So it's a kind of a reaction video. Let's just start with a reaction video and educational video for Nigerians in diaspora and Nigeria in Nigeria, because most of us here in Nigeria, we don't have the basic knowledge of all these things. So what am I trying to say? That the same way that the state of California is in charge of sharing the assets because he died without writing a will, that is the same way it's done here. When a man that is married under statutory law here in Nigeria dies without writing a will, his estate will be shared according to the administration of estate law of the state where he died intestate. Okay? So if you're in Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria in diaspora, and you don't want your estate to be shared according to the administration of estate law of that state, then the favor you have to do yourself is to write a will allocating whatever you want to allocate to your different children and your wife. Okay. Aside from writing a will, the law now has it, the state law now has it in their jurisdiction and in their power to share your property the way they want it, or the way it's beneficial to your children and your wife. So that is about the law on distribution of estates and assets of a deceased that died without writing a will. Okay, that is the reaction and the balancing of the law in California and here in Nigeria. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone that needs to hear it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.